Wanda wakes up from this dream alone in her bed, and I love how the warm golden color tone of the room shifts to a colder gray as she sits up. Just another example of dreams being windows into her alternate selves. Then Wanda prunes branches in an apple orchard. Just really cool symbolism here. She says apples eventually, as they haven't yet borne fruit, as her efforts to produce a life with her sons has also been fruitless. She prunes errant branches, paralleling the ways He Who Remains in the TVA would prune branch timelines to exert control over the multiverse. Kind of like how Wanda has been using the Darkhold to X off universes without her sons in them. And these being apples definitely reminds us of the poisoned apple of the Witch Queen of Snow White, which actually gets a cameo later on in this film. Strange says the flowers smell real, and Wanda claims she put reality warping witchcraft behind her after Westview, yet even here the simulation seems real enough to nearly fool Strange. They chat.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
And then she drops the branches in a crate labeled Volkers or Volkers. Now in the comics, Wendell Volker is an academic who, along with Reed Richards, discovers that Baron Zemo has traveled back in time in a 2007 Thunderbolt story. I don't know, maybe this is on a Sokovian estate that Wanda has overtaken temporarily, somewhere close to that mountain cabin we saw her in. Wanda says there are other Avengers, and Strange mentions the Archer with the Mohawk and several bug-themed crime fighters, of course referring to Hawkeye, Ant-Man, the Wasp, Spider-Man, and possibly now the Scarlet Scarab from Moon Knight. And he says,
We'll get you back on the lunchbox.
there actually is a vintage Marvel superheroes lunchbox with Spider-Man, Cap, and Thor on the front, Fantastic Four on the back, and on the sides, Scarlet Witch, Daredevil, and Yellow Jacket. Wanda mistakes using America's name when Strange hadn't yet. So she drops the illusion, that red hex looking just as it did when it warped the structures of Westview and WandaVision. All of this coming from the Darkhold, Marvel's Book of the Damned, which Wanda got from the witch Agatha Harkness in WandaVision. This whole dead landscape is likely near that mountain cabin. From the WandaVision post-credit scene, all the plants now rotting more and more as the Darkhold corrupts the landscape. And actually in the background of this burnt orchard are the ruins of some structure. That was probably what the large house was when the illusion was up. That structure might be the cabin she was in the WandaVision post-credit scene. Wanda's Scarlet Witch wardrobe has evolved since we last saw it in WandaVision.